Emily, how big of an opportunity, how exciting of an opportunity is this for F1 Academy to be put front and center in front of a large mainstream audience in media in terms of being on Netflix?
It's huge, and it just continues to get better and better for F1 Academy, the drivers and fans of the series. The Charlotte Tilbury news was so exciting, and this is just incredibly exciting for the platform that Netflix is going to provide for these drivers and the series as a whole. Um, we all talk about it in this industry, the drive to survive effect. It is Formula One is part of our culture. I feel like I'm having more discussions about that series with non-racing dedicated fans, and just with general public than I've ever had in my lifetime. So to see what the potential that this show is going to bring for F1 Academy, and the bigger scope for women racing, and women in motorsports as a whole, some of the people that you see behind the scenes, and just women in sports in general. I think this is an incredible platform. And I think this is just going to continue to bring the series to bigger heights. I'm going to be interested to see a year from now when we're talking about F1 Academy together, Ben. I'm interested to see where the series is going to be after that show comes out onto Netflix.
Yeah, I think Netflix is obviously a massive, massive opportunity for any series that gets that kind of platform. We've seen it in NASCAR with their documentary this offseason, and IndyCar now getting 100 Days to Indy, even though it doesn't air first run on Netflix. The first season coming on there, I think, is going to give them a little bit of a boost. So to have that, maybe not be able to capture lightning in a bottle the same way F1 did in 2020 because of obviously very unique circumstances with the pandemic, everybody being trapped inside. Turning to Netflix and seeing that on the front page there, I think that's kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity that F1 was able to take advantage of. But that's not to say that F1 Academy can't take advantage of something similar and use that opportunity to help boost that series up as well. So, obviously the timing of the pandemic and everything, like I mentioned, that I think really helped introduce F1 fans to Drive to Survive. And we saw it in the ratings this week. I think having Lando Norris win the race and take the lead there, I think certainly helped the ratings there towards the end. It wasn't just the Max Verstappen show. I think a lot of those fans that got interested in the series and then saw the amazing battle between Max and Lewis in 2021, I think have kind of been in for a rude awakening the last couple of years, seeing how dominant Red Bull's been. But, now we have something new here with this new series coming out to Netflix next year. So do you think that this might also be part of an opportunity to capitalize on keeping the F1 audience by introducing them to what F1 has going for them on the F1 Academy side of things?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I feel like F1, I mean, not just me, Americans tuned into the Miami Grand Prix this past weekend, and everyone across the world did as well. And so, to what I've said earlier, it is bigger than ever, especially here in North America. And we are tuning in. We want that content. So we are going to continue to tune in to whatever content that we can get. So we are going to go and seek out the F1 Academy Netflix show. So I think it's kind of like the circle of life at this point. Like the F1 fans are tuning in and supporting F1 Academy. F1 Academy, the women in that series and the fans that are brought in supporting those drivers, they're going to be by default like wanting more content as well, and tuning in and getting the F1 races to kind of feed their intrigue and interest. So it's really a circular experience for all of the fans. When they get into one, they tend to get in the other. When I talk to my friends and family in my life, I've my passion has bled into them, and they are now into Formula One and F1 Academy. So it's an all around experience, and it's good for all of the series.